Hey everyone, me, Mr. Steve, as known as Mr. Steve on Just Survive. Yesterday, Daybreak released some updates apparently, and I'm going to let you know what those updates are. I'll even screen share them while I read through them and try to explain in my way what they mean. So, there's been a few updates, quite a bit, well, not that much actually, but okay, so a new update has been published, pushed to the test servers. So this is really for the test servers. I don't know if they've actually been pushed on a public PvEs or PvP. So anyway, remove the one foundation per player limited from the PvE rule set. Now, what they did do about a week or two ago, I think, they actually reduced the foundations to one per player, so you couldn't really make a big base. But now they've actually removed it again, so now I think you can actually have 2 or 3 foundations, or even more. I don't go on the test servers. I'll go on the normal servers, but I might go on the test server and just like do a little video on like starting a foundation and claim like a small little cabin or something. Remove the claim interaction from foundations, meaning that if there is a foundation which is sitting there, no one can actually go and claim it. I think foundations despawn after 1 hour if no suckable base components, walls, gateways, doorways, etc. have been placed. So what they're saying is, if you put a foundation down, once you put the foundation down, you've got to put something on there, like a door, a gateway, a wall or something. Because if you don't, that foundation will disappear. And all that work you've been doing, running around, getting like 50 stone, to make your foundation will disappear. So when you make a foundation, you've got to put a wall or something on there to keep the foundation there continuously. Animal traps now give meat instead of rabbit meat. Well, I play on the PvE public servers, and I have noticed that after 3 days, my rabbit traps seem to disappear. Why? I don't know. But while I did have the traps, every time a rabbit was caught, it said rabbit meat. So I can't say if it's going to say meat or rabbit meat until I build another rabbit trap. So, but they're actually saying that rabbit meat is now being classed as meat. Now they did say also that any animal you kill, instead of called like rabbit meat, fox meat, well not fox meat, but rabbit meat, wolf meat, bear meat, deer meat, it's all going to just go under meat. That's it. So if they've done that or not, I don't know. Fixed crop and fertilizer issues. Crop got over 48 hours or 16 hours fertilized. Well, I just put mine down. I sprinkle some seeds on. If I've got fertilizer, I'll sprinkle fertilizer down. And I've noticed within 24 hours it is actually growing. I left it for a couple of days until I could actually harvest it. So I'm not too worried about, crops at the moment. It's just there for like decorations, really, I suppose. Banshee's damage has been reduced. Well, I actually had a banshee outside my base last night, and I was on the 2nd floor shooting at it. And although it's kind of a bit laggy, I don't know why it was laggy last night. It normally is sometimes, but not all the time. Although I was shooting at it, when it screened out, my character kind of went all fizzy, fuzzy and blurry, but it didn't really cause any damage. Maybe because you've got to be more closer to than what I was. But I was able to take the Banshee out, and I think I only lost about 15% of my energy, which I was able to regain after a few minutes. So banshees apparently are now being reduced of like damage. Stun grenades, once again, correctly apply their screen effect to victims, and victims now also suffer. Well, I don't use stun grenades, you know, because I think the stun grenades are mainly used for PvP, I mean, and I don't go on PvP at the moment. I probably might do a PvP later, I don't know yet. So stun grenades, once again, correctly apply their screen effect to victims, and victims now also suffer a 50% movement speed penalty while under the effects of the stun grenade. So in other words, if you're moving like quite fast, if a stun grenade goes off, then like your speed lowers by 50%. Item spawns have been reduced for the item sanctuary rule set. So I suppose certain items that used to spawn are not spawning anymore. I know that I heard on the video that they are actually reducing certain items on the game and removing certain items on the game, so certain items won't actually spawn. So there's going to be some like articles that you were once able to get are now not going to be able to get, like the gun repair kit. Apparently they've taken that out. No, not the gun repair kit, the gun cleaning kit. They've taken that out, and one or two other things they've taken out as well. So if you ain't finding what you want, it's because they've possibly removed it, or they've made the spawn of that item less, so it's going to be harder to find. Plate armor has increased damage resistance to shotguns. Well, they want to actually increase the resistance to zombie hits, you know, because like when zombie hits you, you know, it does cause it quite a bit of damage. I've gone through on this new Badwall Canyon. I've gone through about 6 body armor where the zombies have like been bashing me and like, you know, causing serious body damage. And I have found that the body armor sometimes are hard to find. You have to go out to the safe zone to get them. But you do sometimes find them on the roadways, you know, where you've got the old broken down trucks and lorries, and, you know, and you might find the odd one in the cabins, but not, you know, I actually had to run around for about an hour until I found one body armor. So I decided to go over to the safe zone, and because the body armor is 500, you can only carry so much in the I think it's like, I've got the green bag, which is like 25,000. So like, no, 2,500. So like, you can only put like 4 in your backpack and wear one, and that's if you only got like limited in your backpack, like a little bit of ammo, food, drink, and bandages. So I've got to go over there time to time to keep like looting up on the body armor, because it is hard to find them elsewhere. And only having like a small backpack, it's the green backpack, which looks like it's got like a bedding roll at the back. Even still with that one, you know, it's very hard to bring back 3 or 4 body armors back to your base with you. And, you know, I've not even seen the elite pack at the moment. I've seen a few people wearing them, and they said you get them from Banshees, but I've killed about half a dozen Banshees, and I've not had one elite pack from the Banshee yet. So, you know, sometimes you might get from like messages. I don't think you can get them from the sold letters, because on the other server I played normal map, which is a lot bigger than the Bad Water one. I've done many letters on there, and I've not had one elite backpack. It's only because someone gave me one, but I've not had one or found one anywhere yet, including on the bad water one. I've not found one elite backpack yet. So how people are getting them, I don't know. They do say that you get from Banshees. I've killed about half a dozen Banshees and I've not had one elite backpack yet. Right, so plated armor recipe has been adjusted now to use 5 steel, 1 leather, 1 cloth, 1 duct tape. So that's going to be handy because then I can actually create my own plated armor instead of keep going around and finding them. But I do like the more rare ones, the purple text ones. I don't know if it's more stronger than the normal one, but it doesn't really matter because I just like wear one. I customized it, skin it, and I just run around and that's it. And if you can actually if you can actually create them, which I didn't know you could at the time, I'll be creating quite a lot. So I've got like a very nice little batch of them, and it saves me keep running around looking for them later. But if I am running around with an empty backpack or near empty and I find a couple on the map, then I will grab them and bring them back. So it saves me actually crafting them. Fix an issue with bear and wolf spawns. I didn't know there was an issue with the bear and wolf spawns. I know like the bear does give quite a vicious attack at you and can reduce your energy quite rapidly. Wolves, not too bad, but you know, you get a wolf which jumps up and bites your throat, you know, kind of thing. That also can run your energy down. So what they mean by that, I'm not sure. Fix an issue with firefighter zombies AI behavior. I've only ever seen one firefighter zombie, and I took him out with my 308 sniper rifle. I don't know what is so special about the firefighter zombie. Does it give you something like this? The Banshee does, you know? Does it give you a letter? Does it give you something rare? I don't know. I can't remember. But if I find one, I'll definitely keep an eye out on and try to take note on what firefighter zombie does. I'll probably even might Google it in a little while and see what it does. Fix an issue with the spawn system that should provide server performance. Well, where I am, there's quite a few bases, and there's like a petrol station with like a very big like supermarket kind of building, and when you run up there, the whole market's empty. You've got to wait for about 30 seconds before things start spawning in, i.e. like the shelving, the bathroom, you know, walls, doors, you know, and all the other kind of stuff like the miscellaneous, you know, water nails and etc. It does take up to about 30 seconds before it actually spawns in. So they want to address that issue. Additional, hang on, fixed a potential service crash. So they've had problems with servers crashing by the looks of things. Additional general NCP AI improvements. So I suppose like the zombies and whatever have been addressed. Additional anti-cheat improvements. Well, I can't see why people have to cheat, you know, on a game. You know, cheating on a game is just being fucking lazy because you can't be bothered to go out and hunt for yourself and scavenge yourself. You know, if you've got to fucking like go and hack into someone's base to get a car, and that's just like, you know, people being losers because they can't be bothered to go out and find their own shit, you know. Right, when we report an issue, please provide the following. You can copy paste this as a handy template. Summary, brief sentence. Pre-production steps. What did you do to arrive at the bug? Expected outcome. What do you believe should happen when you do the above? Actual outcome. What exactly happened? Yeah, okay. So that's the test update, as I say. Yeah, I will still use the game. I was a bit pissed yesterday, well, the other day actually, where it took them like 5 hours to get, you know, the servers updated and do their maintenance. It's a goddamn joke, you know, because like some little shit on my Steam was going all like, you know, kind of defending them. Yeah, okay, I can understand that, you know, they got to upgrade the test servers and shit like that, but if it's just the test servers, why is it affecting the public servers and, you know, private servers? No, if it's just the test servers, then they shouldn't be interacting or interrupting the public and private servers. Now, if it means like they got to do all the servers, public, private, and test servers, then how long does it really take? Does it take 5 hours? Because, you know, they were down for 3 hours. I managed to get on it for 5 minutes. And I thought, well, it's working now. I'll come off because I'm watching someone on YouTube. And I watched him for about an hour. And when I came back and tried to get back on, the servers were down again. And they were down for another like hour and a half, 2 hours. So in total, they was down for 5 hours. And I bet it pissed a lot of people off. Because, like, you know, and they even state that they are actually doing server maintenance each week. Why each week? You know, once a fortnight's fucking good enough. You know, once a week when they're taking them down, and you got to wait up to 5 hours sometimes to get back on a server to play. The bloody joke. You know, you've paid for a game which you expect to play, not keep fucking waiting around for the servers to be sorted out and come back on 5 hours later. So anyway, so that's the updates. You can see. I'm going to shut up now. I probably will go on the test server later on and do a video on like constructing the base. I know I've already got some on my YouTube already, but I want to try a test one and see how that goes. It's going to just be like a foundation and possibly a 2x2 little wooden cabin base kind of thing, and that's it. I am going to go on the other server today probably. So I've been on the main map for about a week or so. I've been on it for like 10 seconds to make sure that I'm still alive and base is still there. Then came off and gone on to the Badwater, but I'm thinking of going on the main map for half an hour or so today, and then go back on the Badwater again later on. So that's it. So anyway, cheers for watching. You can get the updates through their website, being justified.com/news, and you know, they have, that's January, February, March. They've got like 9. They've also got the white crate, which is available until April, I think it is. April the 3rd. So I think they've taken that away on April the 3rd. I did actually buy a crate at 100 coins. And I was hoping to get one of these, but I actually got the handgun. I just wish that they done crates where you could actually pick what you want. So like if I buy a crate and I say like I want that rifle, I know they're ultra rare, but you know, come on, like you could probably buy a custom one for like 50p or so on the opskin.com. You know, the Parkers I like collecting. I do. You know, I've got 3 or 4 Parkers in my base. Tactical helmets, you know, you can customize all this. You can actually practically buy on Opskins or Gameflip and customize them yourself. You know, but I would like to try to get. I think I've actually got the skin for this actually, so I don't really need any of these. All what I was trying to get was one of these 3 weapons, but I didn't get it. I got the skin for this one. and these ain't actual weapons, they're just skins. So you know, I just wish that they done boxes where you could just click on it and say, right, I want that one, click on it, and it actually gives you the skin for whatever you want, and not that bloody roulette kind of crap they keep putting on. So anyway, cheers watching, and I'll catch you on the next stream. I'm not actually going to be streaming my videos anymore, because like when I try to use XSplit, it does lag it out. I don't know how to use OBS. People say it's easy, but I've tried it before and it kept crashing my system before. So I'm not using OBS. So what I'm doing is that I use a Bandicam, which is this, and I just record the gameplay, then I upload the gameplay afterwards. You know, if people want to watch it, they watch it. I know it's nice to watch it live streaming, but if you can't, because you ain't got the, you know, my PC is AMD A6 6400 Radeon HD graphics, 8 gig, 64-bit operating system. I do have a another, I think it's a, what's my graphic card? My graphic card is Nevada GeForce GT 610. I probably will have to update that sometime, but not until I can afford it, because I'm on a very low income, so I can't afford to buy one right now. So anyway, cheers watching, and we'll catch you on the next stream. As I say, I won't be streaming the videos, I'll be recording them and then uploading them later after I finish playing. So cheers watching, catch you later.